This Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching The Watchers. Yeah, this is directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, Ishana Night, and I really like what she did and brought to this movie, and you already have kind of like a shadow looming over you while you drop this movie because M. Night Shyamalan has been very hit or miss. So it's really refreshing to kind of see, um, his legacy kind of continue with his daughter. And I'm very fascinated, and I'm curious to see what she's going to do next. If she's going to just strictly stay in the horror lane, which I'd be fine with, or if she's going to kind of step out and do some other type of genres. I'll have to wait and see. But after getting done watching this movie, like I said, she has a lot of potential. This movie had a lot of potential to be a very great PG-13 horror movie. I feel like it has the right atmosphere. There's just certain things that they do narratively that are very underwhelming. Before we get into my likes and dislikes about this movie, I want to just kind of break down the story. We have our main character, Mina. She is pretty much tasked to do this little trip in Ireland, which, man, the scenery within Ireland is so beautiful. Just the landscapes and the shots they were able to capture in this movie was really dope. And I've always liked the folklore and the mythology stuff that kind of is surrounding Ireland, whether it be leprechauns or fairies or whatnot. So, she's on this trip to deliver this bird, to a specific spot. But of course, as she's driving, she gets lost in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Her car completely breaks down and she's just in the woods. But let me back this up real quick, because we have an opening scene that was kind of underwhelming. That was a little kind of weird scene, but it kind of lets you get a sense of the tone and what this movie's trying to go for, because you got to keep in mind this is a PG-13 horror movie, so you're not going to expect to see any blood or gore. It's mostly just setting up atmosphere, noises that these creatures make and whatnot. And I think that opening scene could have been a little bit better. But going back to our main character, her getting lost in the woods and then running to another character that goes by the name of Madeline. She is the one that opens up what they call the coop. It's like this container that you saw in the trailers and whatnot with these other characters, Daniel and Kira, and they get right into it. That's what I really appreciate this movie. They kind of get right into it, even though there are some moments where it's just kind of building up our main character, Mina. They also kind of dive into her backstory. She has a really tragic backstory with the loss of her mom and her kind of having this kind of divide between her and her sister because of that. So at least everybody gets a decent backstory, even with Kira, with the loss of her husband. He was there previously, obviously kind of alluding to a character that you see earlier on getting taken out. Then Daniel, he's kind of the more unhinged type of character. But Madeline is definitely the most sus out of all the characters. I'll just say that. She has all the rules down, and where this movie goes is very fascinating, though, because there's these watchers that just like to watch you do things. Either that's Kira dancing, or it's just you just being yourself, and they know how to mimic and whatnot. And the interesting parallels of that is the bird that Mina is delivering. It's like a parakeet, so it's mimicking how humans talk, and there's that whole theme of humans and whatever this creature is. And I really liked the mysterious mystery behind the creatures themselves. We also get to see the motivation and what they are trying to accomplish and all of that, and that's all fascinating. It just kind of falls apart towards the end. in my opinion, I would have definitely went with a much darker ending, specifically how they just kind of lay everything out throughout the movie. It seemed like it was leaning towards it going down that route. Overall, it's an okay movie. I just felt like there were some missed opportunities. I'm still looking forward to see what M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is going to cook up next. If the second one's going to be a banger, this one could have been like a banger out the gate if the ending went like a different way. But like I said, I like the lore of everything. I like these characters. I just didn't like how things got pretty much wrapped up. It's not a terrible horror movie though. It's definitely watchable. I would recommend checking it out. You might actually really like it more than I do, but yeah. If you do get around to checking this out, let me know your thoughts and feelings about it. Do you think M. Night Shyamalan's daughter has potential to put out some classics? We'll have to wait and see, I guess, to see how this does in the box office. That's going to be very telling. It's going to be telling to see how reviewers and regular audience goers look at this movie. Yeah, I'm just curious to see how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.